Okay, this is a follow-up video about Elon Musk and how this guy is only going to make things worse when he owns Twitter, because anyone who pedo smears another guy hates men, and he's the lowest of the low. It's the pedo smear is designed to get people to attack the man, get him fired from his job, and never rehire again. That's what it's about. The Elon Musk pedo guy verdict shows Twitter and the courts don't prioritize the truth. That's true. And it's because it's done to men. Why? Because if you look, here's an actual pedophile, a female karate teacher arrested for sending 11-year-old student nude photos. A woman will only be called a pedophile when she is a pedophile. This smear is strictly something people do to men. Now, Elon Musk, let's see, he's a lot of extras here, has prevailed in court against Vernon Unsworth. Who is Vernon Unsworth? A British man living in Thailand who was awarded member of the Order of British Empire by Prince William for his part in rescuing 12 schoolboys from a flooded cave. So this guy's a hero. And Musk doesn't have the wherewithal not to insult him. Unsworth sued Musk for basically baselessly slurring him on the Twitter as a pedophile, an accusation he repeated in detail to the email in an email to BuzzFeed, in which he claimed that Unsworth had taken a preteen child bride. Also a lie. So Musk is a total liar. I can call him that. I can't be sued. At least I can't be sued successfully, because he has lied and they know he's lying. The judge in the case cited the email as contradictory evidence to Musk's claims that he was merely engaged in idle trash talk when he refused to dismiss the case. Now, notice how cowardly Musk is too, because unlike gay, like guys would used to call each other gay, that was trash talk. The pedo smear is never trash talk. It's always to attack a man. It hasn't become like that. Musk testified in court that he had called Unsworth a pedophile on Twitter as a mere insult, not to be taken literally, because he was upset that Unsworth had called Musk unproven miniature submarine, an obviously unworkable solution in a public relations stunt. He was supplied to the rescue effort. So this guy is a hero. He rescued kids, and Musk, who isn't a hero in any way or form, supplied him with something that didn't work, and he said so. And because this guy was simply being truthful, he was merely being critical of Musk. Musk attacked him in the most base form you could, the cowardly, lying way. Twitter's place in all this is very odd. Oh, is it? At its best, the platform can seem like a proletarian system designed to expose privileged people to the opinions of expressions of the hoi polloi. Well, not when Musk gets a hold of it, will it? Because he is the privileged people. But when it comes to real world conflict, Twitter is actually a generator of interesting tidbits for a legal discovery process in which the winner is often determined purely by his or her means. In other words, it's a source of weaponized information against vulnerable people and or a means of distributing that information. Yeah, that's right. And it only become more so when like these guys, these liars like Musk get a hold of it. The illusion of agency that Twitter gives to people without any other means of addressing injustice is valuable. The platform's inadvertent demonstration of limits of truth is, if nothing else, educational. The lawsuit against Musk went to jury trial, an oddity in the world of defamation suits. Defamation is notoriously difficult to successfully prosecute in the United States because our court system demands that the plaintiff prove beyond a reasonable doubt that the accused intended to harm or him. Plaintiffs usually settle. Well, it's so obvious that this is an open shut case. So there's no excuse at all for the court system not to punish uh, Musk here. In court, Musk claimed that when he had called up Unsworth pedo guy in a tweet, it was generally termed, used widely in South Africa, that just meant creepy dude. I disagree with that. What it is, it does get watered down. All these terms do get watered down. It's like misogynist. Misogynist is watered down to the point where it just means a guy who doesn't know his place. But pedo smear, even though it might have become creepy dude, it's used to mean what it actually means, a pedophile. This statement surprised South Africans in that when he paid private investigator $50,000 to investigate whether Unsworth really was a pedophile, then repeated the claims of the investigator, who turned out to be a con artist and convicted felon, Musk had simply been hoodwinked by an unscrupulous opportunist. This guy, whether he's a felon or not, didn't make Musk hire him. Musk wanted to show this guy as a pedophile, because this is what all pedophile hunters are, man haters. I want to show you this. All guys who hunt pedophiles are man haters, because they're not really trying to do public service. They just hate men, and they use the pedophile smear to attack men and make sure they get the maximum punishment. That's what it's about. Now, none of this passes the smell test. Obviously, Musk likes to shoot his mouth off on Twitter to the stress of many, many people who have given him money to do things like drill tunnels underneath Los Angeles to alleviate traffic congestions and colonize Mars, both pending. When he tweeted the pedo guy smear, thank you, for admitting that, Musk declined, according to documents presented to the court, in which he told his assistant, Sam Teller, that my apology would simply have been dismissed as disingenuous and cowardly attempt to restore the stock price. A few days later, the half-hearted apology adjacent statement. Yeah, he's right, but this guy is disingenuous and he is cowardly. Do you hear that, Musk? You are disingenuous and you are cowardly. And people love this guy because he's wealthy. He is the lowest order of form of humanity there is in the world. He's the very rock bottom, and yet he's a billionaire, and everyone loves him because he's a billionaire. Everybody loves status, right? Well, not everybody, but I mean, come on. Let's get back to this. To get back down to here. It's hard to imagine more disingenuous and cowardly course of action than one Musk took, though it is one that did not require him to admit acting out of spite and unwarranted self-regard, and one that did not require that he and his presumptive insurers pay any of his millions of dollars to a 64-year-old rescue worker who had just saved dozens of children from drowning. Yeah, this guy he attacked is top-notch, and everyone is allowing this low life, I'll say it, scumbag. Elon Musk is a scumbag, and everyone's allowing him to get away with it. Now, this is interesting. Funding security added, this, he explained later, was not a serious business plan. It was probably just a wee joke, possibly to impress his girlfriend. Why would a billionaire, guys, all you incels, why would a billionaire need to impress his girlfriend? And I saw one other quote from Musk, where he basically says, I can't stand without being without. This is, sorry about the tangent. This is a bit of a tangent, but I just want to point out that no matter how high in status you are, guys are desperate to keep their girlfriends around. Okay, so that was now this one, the controversy over subsequent stock inflation and collapse did not drag out for a year or 5 months. This is what they're showing, that pedo smear actually caused the stock to drop 4%. And these guys are going to point out how when rich people affect the other rich people, then the justice is sure and swift. Now listen to this. The controversy over the subsequent stock inflation collapse did not drag out for a year and 5 months. The way the unworth insult it had not even rise to the level of controversy. Musk was swiftly investigated by the Securities and Exchange Commission and stripped of his chairmanship of Tesla. Tesla was forced to appoint 2 independent directors to its board and hire a lawyer to keep an eye on Musk's tweets, to keep him in line. And the company and Musk himself had to pay $20 million a piece to be distributed to harmed investors. So the company and Musk had to pay $20 million a piece. So Musk didn't even get to hide behind limited liability. The whole incident had been officially dealt with by law enforcement and by the end of the succeeding month. Do you see that? There's one kind of justice for conflict between wealthy people, which is swift, reasonably fair, and sensible. There's another kind of conflict between wealthy people and the poor people, which is absurd, cruel, and unfailingly takes the side of the rich. Exactly. So these guys, that's true. This lowlife is wealthy enough that he can get away with things. But as a men's rights channel, you know it's not just that. I'm going to end this with pointing out another thing. This guy is attacking another man. That's another reason why he's getting away with it, because all kinds of men are getting pedophiles smeared by guys who aren't rich billionaires. Matter of fact, most guys are just average guys who are doing the smearing. If this guy, Elon Musk, had smeared this woman and she wasn't a pedophile, I would say, even though she's a poor nobody, that society would punish Musk. So I'm ending that here and letting you guys know. That's why if you see someone who's a pedophile smearing, call that person out. This person is a disgusting lowlife. Thank you.